And I think that is the biggest issue with the whole of mankind. We have lost the sense of who we really are in relationship with God, and therefore you can't really discover who you are outside of that relationship. And religion keeps you from that relationship because it keeps you striving to perform, and your identity within the religious things comes from performance. How good a godly person are you? And this is why people struggle, and the whole evangelical system particularly alienates or separates all of those who don't yet believe from those who do on the basis of some religious ideal. And then those people are vilified, because basically they're separated from God because of their sin, not a sense of lost identity, which is what it really is. And we present, therefore, it's all about behavior, and therefore works and appearance of behavior, and all of that is in there. I mean, how many times I was told, oh, you can't do that, that would show the appearance of evil. And it's just like, yeah, but there was no evil in my heart when I was, yeah, but it's got an appearance. So people might look and see and be able to point the finger and make an accusation. It's just like, but I bought into that, like most believers. So you've got to be whiter than white, but it was all behavior, and it was bondage, and still is for so many believers. They are in bondage to a religious system that does not help them find out who they are, but keeps them and their identity tied to behavior of that system. And when they leave that system, a lot of people will, who are they then? And then they'll go and find another system because they don't know how to live independently of something external. It's like the externals prop up what is missing on the inside, and in reality it's just an illusion. Until you discover who you are, and you're only going to discover that by discovering God in you, who will help you discover who you are within, will you ever then come into the reality of that identity and sonship and begin to function in government as a son, because then you'll be functioning in love, because you'll realize you're unconditionally loved, and everything you do will then be an outworking of unconditional love and limos grace and triumphant mercy, because mercy triumphs over man's judgment. And that's where I think the awakening that's going on to bring people to a consciousness of unconditional love and the reality that's who God is basically has to obliterate all of the wrong understanding of religion. Otherwise, if it compromises with religion, you get trapped into performance. So I think most of the awakening that's going on is outside the religious institutions. It's happening to people who are not in it and controlled by it, and are more open to be enlightened, because they don't have to overcome all of the bondage and wrong thinking that traps them in that religious illusion and gets their emotions hooked into it through guilt and shame and condemnation, which is what is used to keep people with fear to toe the line of behavior.